The soft clinking of crystal glasses fills the air, blending with the delicate hum of a string quartet. Golden candlelight ripples across marble floors, reflecting off chandeliers like liquid fire. Guests in glittering gowns and tuxedos raise glasses of champagne, laughter echoing through the ballroom like coins tossed into a fountain. At the edge of all that shine stands Lila, a young waitress in a crisp black uniform, her hands trembling slightly as she balances a silver tray. Her breath fogs in the air-conditioned chill, and for a moment she stares at her reflection in a crystal flute. Just another face in the glass. She approaches the head table, careful, focused. Then a sudden burst of laughter, too loud, too sharp. The groom, Daniel, a man in a flawless tailored suit, turns with a smirk. "Careful there," he says, the mockery curling at the edge of his voice. And then it happens. The tray tilts. The glass slips. A splash of red wine arcs through the air, shattering into a rain of scarlet across the marble and her white apron. The music cuts mid-note. Every head turns. Lila freezes. The stain blooms like blood across her chest. Daniel leans back in his chair, grinning. "Maybe next time you'll watch where you're going," he says, his tone loud enough for the hall to hear. Laughter trickles from the bridesmaid's table. The manager looks away. Someone snickers. Lila swallows hard, bending to gather the glass. The shards slice her palm, tiny streaks of red mixing with the wine. She whispers, "I'm sorry," but her voice vanishes beneath the hum of embarrassment in the air. Daniel raises his glass again. "A toast," he says, smirking, "to those who can't handle pressure." The guests chuckle uneasily. Lila's chest tightens. Her mother's voice floats back from memory. The smell of coffee, the flick of a diner's neon sign. "Hold your head up, baby." Dignity costs nothing, she breathes. The sting in her hand burns, but so does something else. Not anger, resolve. In the kitchen, steam fogs the air. Mr. Alvarez, the old cook, glances over as she scrubs the stain from her apron. "You can't control what people throw at you," he says quietly. "Only how you stand after," she nods. Washes the blood away. Ties her apron tighter. When she steps back into the ballroom, the music has resumed, but the whispers haven't stopped. She feels them like invisible threads pulling at her from every direction. Still, she walks steady, graceful, unbroken. Daniel notices her. His smirk returns. "Careful this time," he sneers, lifting his glass again. Before anyone can laugh, a soft voice cuts through the noise. "Enough, Daniel. It's the bride, Evelyn." Her eyes glisten beneath her veil, her voice trembling but strong. The crowd falls silent. Even the music fades again. Daniel laughs nervously. "Come on, Evie, it's a joke," but Evelyn doesn't smile. Her gaze moves from him to Lila, and in that moment something wordless passes between them, a quiet recognition of pain, of strength, of every time a woman has been told to stay silent. Daniel's smirk falters. He lifts the glass again, defiance, pride, cruelty, and before anyone can stop him, the wine flies, but it doesn't hit Lila. It hits Evelyn. Crimson streaks down the white silk of her wedding gown. The gasps ripple through the hall like thunder. Daniel stares, frozen. Evelyn turns slowly, her face pale but calm. "You just showed everyone who you really are," she says, her voice soft but shaking with power. She turns to Lila. "Come with me." Lila hesitates, eyes wide, trembling. Evelyn reaches out her hand. For the first time that night, someone chooses her, not as a servant, but as a person. Together, they walk out of the ballroom. Behind them, whispers explode like applause. By morning, the video is everywhere. The headline flashes across screens, "The Bride Who Stood Up." The clip trends in every country. The hotel releases a statement. The groom's family hides from cameras. Lila ignores it all. She sits by the river in the same uniform, sunlight warming her face. Her phone buzzes. A message from Evelyn. "Starting over today? Thank you for reminding me what courage looks like." Lila smiles faintly. The wind catches her hair. The world may have moved on, but she knows something now. Sometimes the strongest people aren't the ones wearing crowns or gowns. They're the ones still standing when no one stands with them. If you've ever been humiliated, overlooked, or made to feel small, remember this: dignity isn't given. It's chosen, and one act of courage, even quiet, trembling courage, can change everything. The sound of water ripples. A piano begins to play. The screen fades to black, based on true moments of humanity.